What is up? It's Wednesday night. That means it is the Freshman 15 live. I always say I am Josh Hoff, your host. I go by Hoff. Like everyone calls me Hoff. So I'm Hoff, your host. And we're going to talk some college ball tonight. Excuse me, I missed last Saturday's show and I didn't have a podcast on Monday. It's been a week. So we're gonna do a little bit of a catch up tonight, and we'll still do start sits, things like that. Yeah, we'll do the usual stuff with a little bit extra added. So that's the plan, and you can also see the plan. Right. Let me find the right thing. Here it is. Nope. That's a little too big. Oh, where's one that is better? No. That works. That makes me tiny. I'm okay with that. Yeah, let's go with that. It's a live show. Figuring this stuff out on the fly. So we are going, first off, we are going to talk about Kai Hughes. Oh, today, Dan Lanning said that he requested to be redshirted this year to preserve another year of eligibility for himself. That kind of tells me that he's not going to be at Oregon next year. I don't. That's how I read it. He's behind. Whittington will be gone, but he's behind two freshmen as well. Like, I don't think he's going to be in Oregon next year. I would be surprised if he. And his I know his brother is there. I was making jokes about the shoe deal that his brother got. Naeem offered the defensive back. And I was saying I would buy the Air Mackays. I was just so all about Mackay Hughes as a running back. 2 incredible years at Tulane. And I want to know what happened, because he didn't turn into a bad running back overnight. Like, something happened. I don't want to be like conspiracy guy, but I'm gonna be conspiracy guy. Something happened to come to this point where he's asking to be redshirted. I don't know. That's a really weird situation. A cautionary tale. Okay, come on. I don't know if I'm buying that, because Ahmad Hardy's working out. Fluff Bothwell is. Let me look up Fluff real quick. I'm pretty sure he's working out. I don't know his stats off the top of my head. I know Hardy is working out well. Fluff is doing fine. Just generally speaking. Yeah. But of course, if you drafted Mackay Hughes early, especially in college, like redraft leagues, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Yeah, so I guess his final stats for the year. Let's see if we can get those. 4 games, so he's right at that 4-game limit. 17 rush attempts, 70 yards, no touchdowns, 2 receptions, and for 24 yards. Womp, womp, womp. Actually, you know what? I have a little. There we go. Get a little FM DJ wacky sound effects. But yeah, I don't know. I just had to bring it up because that news dropped earlier today. It's just disappointing. I hope that he. I don't know. I just like I said, I can't see him playing at Oregon next year. I hope he finds a place where he is the feature back, and because the talent's there, we all saw it for 2 years. Like we watched him. Let me bring up these. Where are his last year's stats? The last 2 years, 14 games in both. So he played every game. He had 258 rushing attempts his first season, 265 his second. That's bell cow. Hello. 1,378 yards year one, or I guess technically his year two. 1,401 year three. He had 7 touchdowns year two, 15 touchdowns year three. Like, just incredible. Not a lot of receptions. He had 11 receptions year two, 19 receptions year three, 2 touchdowns year three. Yeah, like the talent is there, and I don't have Tulane's schedule from last year. Excuse me. But yeah, it's just sad that it came to that. All right. We are going to talk some lineups. Let me. Oh, here we go. I can bring up. Let me get my. There we go. All right. Let's do lineups. Oh, that took the whole screen, did it not? I didn't want to do that. Stop. My bad. I wanted to do that as a window and not as a. Oh, need to keep that separate. There we go. All right. Here we go. So we are going to do some lineups tonight. Not a great week last week, and I keep forgetting to. I tell you guys every week to set your auto subs. I keep forgetting. So this week's auto sub deadline, October 2nd, tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Excuse me. 9 p.m. Eastern, tomorrow night. So let's all promise each other that we will remind each other that your auto subs, guys and gals. All right. Let's start with the P4 only Tadpole Bowl. I've got buys on top of buys. I've got to start Mensa and Wegman. Ty Edwards is questionable this week. Yeah. And he hasn't played the last 2 weeks. Like, he blew up in his first game, and then he's been hurt ever since. I'm going to put Jamari Taylor in there. That's the only reasonable thing I could do. Wide receivers, Dane Key's going to go in there. Tight end, I'm going to put Mason Mini in there. Actually, Justice Haynes is perfect. Justice Haynes for Waymond because USC is off this week. Yeah, Jaheim White, Jalen Moss. Moss might be back this weekend. I thought I saw. Yeah, he took first team reps in practice this week. So cool. I am confident in that one. And we are leading this division record wise. We don't have the most points, but we do have the best record. Cool. Battle for the belt. That one's best ball. All right, let's set this roster or this lineup here. That's kind of small. That makes it bigger. Okay, great. There we go. Okay. Lewis Brown is here. Oh, he's gonna redshirt. Great. You're going on the IR, buddy. Thankfully, Fantrax gives redshirted guys IR status. Ugh, that would be terrible if not. All right, we got Fluff going. Marcel Reed, Shapen against A&M. Ooh, a little QB battle. Hopefully a shootout, maybe. Rocco backed against Cincinnati is kind of tempting. I don't so, what do we have for our wide receiver options to replace Deion Burks? Is probably the play. Yeah, they're playing Kent State. Yes, please. Um, Keon Owens. I think I want to get him in there against UConn. But who do we get him in there for? Honestly, I don't think I can get him in there right now. Still looking around, but Mason Mini against Duke. No, I'm good with Jolie. Jolie's good, good, good. Quasi Gilmer. I'm gonna put Nimrod in there. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna put Chaz Nimrod in there. Uh, this one's kind of easy. Wait, do I have anyone down here that needs to come up? Nope. Okay, great. And these are all my freshman stashes. Good, good. Okay, that's the squad right now. I don't think I'm gonna put Jalen Daniels in, even though he's been balling. Yeah, he's been so good this year. I mean, what you get when he's healthy. I think we talked about that in our QB show before the season. I really, really like Jalen Daniels. Okay. Then we got best ball. Here we go. CFF League. Righty. We got Mensa starting here against Cal. Okay. Ashlock's on a bye. Let's just move Jeremiah up there. Miles Coleman on a bye. I will put Emmanuel Henderson. Ooh. Will I put Carnell Tate in? What were his points like? I didn't start him. He had 7 points. Okay. I actually avoided that pretty well. I think I'm gonna avoid him again. What did Brinson do? Not much against TCU. That was yeah. I guess that was 2 weeks ago. A lot of buys. A lot of buys. Excuse me. Oh, Henderson. I'm gonna put Henderson in. So I'm gonna do. All right, Ashlock in the flex. I need some. Excuse me. I need some water. I got something in my throat that keeps making me cough. All right. I said the time was coming. Time is coming. It's Bo Jackson time. Bo knows 100-yard games, even though he didn't get one last week. um, and oh no, I can't start Jake Retzlaff. Dwayne Coleman against UAB. Tempting. Will Hammond. I don't think. Have we heard about Morton? I don't think we have. I'm going to put Coleman in there. I'm okay with everything else. Singleton's going to tear up UCLA. That's going to be ugly. Anyone else that looks like a good Joe Royer against Iowa State? I mean, my tight ends in this league are not ideal, but Jack Belling has done next to nothing this year. All right. Line up 2, 3, 3, I think, actually. All right. That is a best ball lineup. Here we go. Mayava on a bye. Wah, wah. Ooh, I do have Bear Bachmeyer, though. I might start him. Oh, I got a lot of choices. Oh, Markio also is going to redshirt and transfer. Okay. I don't know if I want to start Mensa in another league. I'm probably going to start. I'm going to start Bachmeyer and Barnett in this one. Yeah, I'm not going to start back. Drones. No. Sorry. Um, Okay, let's fix these buys. A Fele Ashlock, Jeremy Bernard. They're playing that Vandy Alabama game is going to be tasty. I'm excited to watch that one. I am gonna start. It's Bo Sparks season. Let's go. I think I want to put. Let's see. How many spots do I have? One, maybe two with Voisin. But Coleman definitely has to be on the bench because he has a bye. So I'm between Tony and Bernard. Bernard has been having. I think I'm gonna go Bernard. Yeah, it's got to be Bernard. My tight ends are not great, Bob. I got Jolie though, thankfully. I'm okay with this one. I think this is a winning lineup. Who are we playing this week is the big one. We are playing Bob. Okay, let's go. That is the last lineup that I have for right now. So let's do, since I missed or we didn't have a show on Monday, let's do some waiver stuff. If waivers haven't run, or if you have like daily waivers in your league, I know some leagues do that. Let's talk about players that could/should be picked up. I mean, we're getting to the point where it's looking for stashes. You kind of know which way your team is headed and find some stashable guys. So we can look that up as well. Let's see. Why is it showing projections? Give me year to date, please. Trinidad Chambly is still available. I don't think Simmons is healthy yet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is still Trinidad's show to run. You do much worse. He's rostered in 38%, so he's looks pretty widely available. Now in my leagues, this is the only league he's available in. That's a mock, so he's not in there. Yeah. If you only had 52 ovens, could you bake 6 million cakes in 5 years? In 5 years? 52 ovens? How are you maintaining the oven? See, I worked in a kitchen. No, I ran kitchens, worked in kitchens for years and years and years. How are you maintaining? Are we just assuming that the ovens will always work, always bake evenly, do what you want them to do? Or do you have to do maintenance on them? You have 51 ovens one day, you have 48 one day. Like I need to know about the ovens. Are they convection? Are they conventional? How many racks are in the ovens? I need more details. All right. Back to waivers. I normally, when I'm looking for guys, and I do this and just pick one league and you can show all the players. I will sort by total. You can do it by total points or your points per game, fantasy points per game. And then I look at the rostered column right here, and the change in roster percentage. Like Chandler Morris after that FSU game is up 36%. He was 3% last week. Is that true? That can't be true for Dante Moore. Like he was 3% before last week? That doesn't seem correct. I don't trust this column. I'll stick with the rostered column. Darian Mensa, 34% of leagues. Like that's silly. That's silly. I would, especially in C2Cs, I would be all over Darian Mensa. Cedric Bailey in 47% of leagues. Please. He's going to be playing at Miami next year. Maybe not. Um, Oh, Makai Lemon. 99% of leagues. Yes, he is. Calic Manis is in 8% of leagues. Not wild about all these. Chris Brazel, 83%. Wow, that's really, I did not realize it was that high. Oh, damn. I thought we were gonna get more detail so I could answer that question. That's unfortunate. Oh well, maybe next time. Oops. Um. Okay. Let's see. We're quarterback. Let's look at running back real quick. Robert Henry's 98. Yeah, I was gonna say these top guys are pretty much. Who's it? Oh, Turbo Richard. Rishad. Caleb Hawkins. Go on. I'm intrigued. Ooh. Four up South Alabama and Army. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Six. I'm just gonna say, sorry, this is bothering me. 6 million's a lot. And my first inclination is to say no. If I'm working 7 days a week or eight, even 5 days a week, a 40-hour week, it takes about because you have to make all the cake too. Or do you have someone else doing that? You're just manning the ovens? Or do you have the big bakery ovens that rotate around and you can put cakes and cakes and cakes in there? Like I need more information. Um Sorry, you just asked the wrong question to the wrong person. Because I'll go deep on that. We'll go deep on waiver players. We'll go deep on how a kitchen works. Um, Emmett Johnson, 96. Okay, these are all Ray League Browns, 51. Okay, that feels low, but Rayshon Luke, no. Zylan Perry, 7%. There's an uptick. Okay, 11, 14, 5, 15, 14 carries. Okay, okay. I like that. And he is a junior. Okay. Dante McMillan. I had him on my waiver show a couple weeks ago, consistently putting out points like floor play. If you need a sturdy running back slash flex floor, right there's your guy. And look at all these greens coming up. Not bad. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna watch list him. Gonna do it. All right, Jakail Middlebrook. I haven't checked in on him. He's been doing okay. I have him in a couple places, but he hasn't started for me yet. So it's not bad. Good to check up on him. Missouri running backs. Holy smokes. Keon Owens, 42%. That's a little high. I wish I could filter rostered percentage to like 30 and under, 25 and under, whatever. But alas, we'll just have to look at this. What's Dean Connors at now? 82. Anderson Castle. Stay away from that. Vegan Bishop. Katron. Another good floor. He's not available anywhere. Yeah, he's 94%. That's crazy. Jeffrey Pittman, 1%. Okay. You have my interest. Sorry. You have my attention. um Okay, that's enough wide receivers. I'm just pointing out guys that are available widely. And again, I feel like most of these leagues, these percentages are CFF leagues. So if it's a C2C, I'm going freshman and just looking at if there's guys I can stash. Uh, Jalen Cooper's a good one. Parker Livingstone, sure, why not? I mean, he had those two big first two games. There we go. Took me a second to get those out. Vernell Brown's 34%. That's Ed Small is not a bad stash. Since we're looking at wide receivers, who else do we have? Lotzier Brooks, he's 18%. I bet he's rostered in every C2C league though. So the roster percentage isn't the best indicator, but it's a good indicator. Yeah, like he's available in that's the Tadpole Bowl. That's it. So that is, yeah, we'll just look at those couple. Let's go back to quarterback, freshman quarterbacks and see Messamaker, Jackson, Bear, Bachmeier, Malik Washington's 26%. Look for him. Look for JKS. Underwood is 66%. Alajado's 91. Alajado's 91%. That is wild. Absolutely bonkers. If anyone's going to be lower, I thought it'd be him. Will Hammond, 15%. Get him. Get him. If you have a roster spot available, or if your team is not good, not competitive, and you want a piece of a high flying offense, like Hammond has done very well in spelling Barra Morton when he was hurt against Utah. Sorry, that thought took a while to materialize. Who else? I don't know what to think about Haney at Oklahoma State. It really depends on the coach. Keelan Russell's 21%. Like these are all big names. If you've been in the C2C space for a while, you probably have heard of these guys. If you haven't, please listen. Excuse me. Gosh, this cough is killing me. Alex Mansky, Matt Zollers, again, it's that buying into the offense a year early. Not seeing a lot on that page. Okay, let's go running back real quick. And we'll go tight end at the end, and I think that'll be it for tonight. Is that all that I have on my list? Yes, it is. Okay. Chauncey Bones, 22%. Nate reposted the stream. Thanks, Nate. Jordan Davison, we talked about the Oregon backfield a little bit. And De'Aaron Hill. Jalen Dupree's a good one too. Bo Jackson, 33%. Yeah, he should be 100% actually. But Chroma's 26, Sire Gaines 99%. How's he must have gotten did he get redshirted? He's not a freshman. Like he played last year. He only played 3 games though. There you go. Red shirt. Okay. Marquise Davis, yes. Dylan Jones. Again, I don't know what's going to happen with Fickle and Wisconsin in general at the end of the season. So kind of a tough read right now. Harlem Berry have. Yes, I led the show with him. And that's the last time I have to talk about him this year, unfortunately. We're just kind of looking through stashable guys right now. Guys that are super low owned roster percentage. And we're looking at freshmen at the moment. Yeah, we talked about Hughes. Just disappointed. I think something had to have happened. He didn't turn into a bad running back. I don't know. I don't know what, if anything, happened, but I feel like something happened. Freshman Duke running back. Okay. Nate Shepard. Okay. 23%. Oh yeah, I see why. He tore up Syracuse. Wow. 15 for 168 and 2. Woo! Good call. He's going on the watch list. I didn't even catch that this week. I assume he had the most carries. Yeah, 15 and 10. Okay. Cool. Oh, also, I know wanted to give a little Fantrax tip each week. If you want your rosters to show fantasy points here instead of projections, because you can have it show, like, think default is projection. Like, this is what these guys are projected this game. But you can have it show the year to date or points per game or whatever you want. By default, you go to team and settings and go to general, and your default, there it is, default time frame is year to date, because it's set to projected weekly, but you can change it to year to date. Boom, it saves it. You go back and look at that beautiful year to date points right in the middle there. So there you go. There's your little Fantrax tip of the day. Excuse me. Sorry, my dog just came down here like he owned the place. The beauty of a live show. We have guests. All right. Tight ends. Staying focused. All right, we're gonna go freshmen, all players, and tight ends. The freshman tight end class is not great. I guess Ellis Williams has got a little play, huh? No, one game. Literally a little play. Luke Harpreen, he's been around for a year. He must have caught a red shirt last year too. Caleb Edwards, I know, is super hyped, and he's playing. He probably won't play again this year. Not a lot there right now, as far as production already. But let's sort it by roster percentage. Yeah, Lincoln Cure, that makes sense. The tight end one from this class. Ryman Ziebert from Stanford is 36%. Why? He must have been an auto pick for guys that got skipped or something. What? Olesh is up there. Benton Kerr's up there. Jaden Riddell's up there. Sean Brame, Kiadi Armstrong. Yeah, all these names are be expected, and they're all pretty much available. I probably wouldn't stash a lot of tight ends, but you could check out the offenses that they are a part of and pick and choose, I guess. It would be a less scattergun approach than like a wide receiver or a running back. I would say quarterback and tight end are actually kind of similar. Like, you don't want to stash 15 quarterbacks. Like, you want to target them a little more specifically. But wide receivers and running backs, I would be a little more liberal maybe with the amount, is especially if you have the space. If you don't have the roster space, I wouldn't worry about it. Focus on winning your league and use those roster spots for points. But if we're in week 6, yeah, we're in week 6. If you are 0-5, 1-4, it might be time to think stash already. Yeah, I think that's it. Little stashy talk at the end, little stashy strategy. My favorite thing to do is to clear Fantrax alerts. And my second favorite thing to do is to look at the Ohio State division in the Tadpole League. Thank you. Thank you. Who do I play this week? Oh, right there, Chris. Chris has a good team, I believe. Sorsby, Washington. Yeah, Chris has a good team. We're gonna battle this week. Gonna battle. All right. My throat, I can feel my voice going away. So Saturday evening will be live. I will be live for the CFB review show. So you can come hang out, talk about the games that already happened, and we'll probably be watching. I'm not sure what the late games are this week. And the Red Legs are winning. Go Reds. Shoot, I'm so sorry. Alrighty, what do we got? 7:30, Kansas, UCF, Colorado, TCU. Oh, we're gonna watch Miami, Florida State. Yes, and probably Minnesota, Ohio State. I'll have those two games on my monitors. So, that Texas Tech Houston game, that might be my favorite game. Oh my gosh, I love that. Because I am irrationally in love with Connor Wegman, and also I like what Texas Tech is doing. So yeah. All right. That is it for tonight. Hopefully we see you on Saturday evening. New show will be out next Monday on the podcast feed, the Patreon feed on dynastyrewind.com. You can go there and join us so you can get access to that, get access to our Discord. We are in there hanging out. What were we talking about today? We talked about Mekhi Hughes. We talked about Nico Marchiol. Yesterday we were talking about Virginia Tech's athletic budget getting a boost. What else are we talking about in there? We've been ragging on Penn State lately, and James Franklin. Well, so yeah. And there's also lots of NFL talk too. It's not just college. I just hang out in the college channels though. So yeah. DynastyRewind.com. Get in there. And I will see you on Saturday evening. So have a great rest of your week. Enjoy the games Thursday. Ooh, Sam Houston, New Mexico State, baby. What's the Friday night one to watch? Ooh, Colorado State, San Diego State. That'll be a bloodbath. West Virginia, BYU. I want to see Bear Bachmeier. I haven't been able to watch BYU live this year yet, so I want to see what Bear Bachmeier does. I'll probably be watching that one. I kind of want to see Western Kentucky as well again, because I watched him early in the year when Maverick McIver looked great, and then not so much. All right, that's it. Have a good evening. I will catch you on Saturday. Adios.